I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents under the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dream. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy everything you celebrate. My name is Max von Essen, and I'm so excited to be here. First thing I have to do is thank the Carolina Philharmonic and Maestro David Wolff for having me. Thank you so much. It's such a thrill. I love performing here. And I also, I live in New York. I was born in New York. I perform on Broadway. But I went to school at UNC Chapel Hill, and anytime I get a chance to come back to North Carolina, it's just the best, and it really feels like I'm back home. So thank you for bringing me home for the holidays. I know it's a crazy time and a really tough time, and one of the things that I miss the most is live performance. And I know we're not together. I know you're there, but I feel like we're all together, and I have to tell you, just to be on this stage and in this space with these incredible live musicians, it's like, this is the first time in 9 months that I've had this experience, so I am so grateful, so thank you, and thank you all for joining us tonight. I couldn't be here if I didn't sing at least one or two Broadway songs, so here's one. It's the title song from a show called She Loves Me, and something about it always actually gets me in the Christmas spirit because it takes place a lot in December and through the holidays, and the whole stage is just sort of decked out in the most beautiful holiday decorations. But it's a show about this man and this woman who are falling in love through correspondence. They're pen pals, and they also work together, but in their workplace they can't stand each other, and they don't realize it's the same person. So it's a bit of a rocky road on their road to romance. She loves me, and to my amazement, I love it, knowing that she loves me. She loves me, true, she doesn't show it. Well, how could she, when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she loathed me, now today she likes me, and tomorrow, my teeth ache from the urge to touch her. I'm speechless, for I mustn't tell her. It's wrong now, but it won't be long now before my love discovers that she and I are lovers. Imagine how surprised she's bound to be. She loves me. She loves me. I love her. That's the thing that matters. I love her. That's the thing that matters. I love her, that's the thing that matters. I'll say it 3 times. And matters are improving daily.'t I loathed her. Now today I love her, and tomorrow, tingling, such delicious tingles. I'm trembling, what the heck does that mean? I'm freezing, that's because it's cold out, but still I'm incandescent, and like some adolescent, I'd like to scrawl on every wall I see. She loves me, she loves me. I will be back.
And I miss you guys. I wish you were right here in this beautiful space with us. I'm so happy to have the musicians from the Carolina Philharmonic, at least a representative body, with us. These last months for me have been very disorienting, but today I was feeling especially jolly. We're a week from Christmas, and I was getting ready, getting on my tuxedo, and honestly, earlier this afternoon I was feeling a little bit down, a little bit angry because my dry cleaners shrunk my tux, pants, and the collar, even my dress shirt here was shrunk a little bit. So I was a little bit, you would be upset. And I'm a sensitive guy, and I was getting ready. I was relearning how to, tie my bow tie. And I'm also, I have eyes, I see, and I was looking in the mirror, and I suddenly realized that my face was taking up too much real estate in the mirror. And I don't know if you're looking at your spouse right now, you might realize that this is the case for them as well. Yeah, but I'm going to enjoy Christmas, but it gave me this uncanny, uncomfortable feeling of being too jolly. And so yeah, that's my story. I want to take you to Mozart, the young Mozart as a teenager. We're going to come back to Broadway, we're going to come back to Christmas music, but I wanted to have a moment with sacred music. And Mozart, when he was all of, I think, 15 years old, he was touring with his father, Leopold. He was having an opera, one of his early operas performed in Milan, and there was a castrato singing the lead role. And nowadays, there's very few castratos, as you can imagine. We won't go into that. So this song is usually sung by a soprano. But the lead singer was a castrato. Mozart loved his singing. He was very virtuoso. And so while he was in Milan, it was over the Christmas season, the opera was playing. He was waiting for it to make its run. I think a couple weeks were left. And so he decided in his spare time to write a motet for this castrato. And he actually reworked it a few times later in his life, but it's very much Christmas-oriented, Advent, and the lyrics, which are in Latin, I would translate for them, but I know you all have been in Latin school, so I'll just leave it to you. But essentially, it's rejoice, raise your voice, exalt, and Mozart expresses all these different outward and inward expressions of joy in just about 3 minutes. This beautiful, very virtuoso song for chamber orchestra and soprano. So with that, I'd like to welcome to the stage soprano YoungMee Jun. Oh, that's fantastic. So before we bring Max back, I want to go ahead and take a moment just to thank our sponsors. We've got PNC Bank, the season sponsors, Duke Energy, Life 103.1, The Pilot, right here at Sandals Community College. We're so blessed to have this gorgeous new space with BPAC, and we're excited to be here. We're looking forward to gradually getting you back in the audience and having a full house again. And this has been, a very challenging year. We're grateful to all of you for sticking with us. Our box office is still in the village, but they've been slim times for the Carolina Philharmonic, as you can imagine. But we're hanging in there thanks to your support of our sponsors, all of you individually. There's so many of you. I'm just so grateful for this family of the Carolina Philharmonic, that after 10 years that you've been sticking with us through this uncertainty. You're really a blessing. I'm so excited I have so many ideas for concerts, so much music that I want to share. If there's one thing that's been good about this for me, is that it's given me such a great appreciation for the honor and the pleasure it is to be together. I know with my colleagues here on stage, not having you every month, we kind of take each other for granted, and we take it for granted the fact that we can perform together and bring you into the audience and have this experience every month or so. But it can stop any time. And so I'm just grateful for all of my colleagues. I'm grateful for you, and thank you for celebrating Christmas with us today. Max came out for the first time right on this stage before the renovation about 5 years ago with Elizabeth Stanley for a Broadway cabaret concert. And then he came back 3 years ago for our Holiday Pops. And so I reached out to him for this concert, and he drove down all the way from Manhattan just before the storm. We were really grateful to have him in town. It's been such a pleasure working with Max this week and with the orchestra. And so with that, let's bring back Max von Essen to the stage. Max.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright coppered kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright coppered kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so gosh, thanks. Speaking of my favorite things, this is a good segue, right? But truly, I'm going to do one more Broadway song for you. And my favorite Broadway show that I think I've ever been a part of was An American in Paris. It was just, not even just a career highlight for me, it was a total lifetime highlight. It was like my life was just sort of heading towards that and culminating to this moment. It was just a dream. But not only that, a lot of Broadway shows, before they come to New York, they're developing them, they'll go out of town and, try it out. And most shows will go to Boston or, Seattle or Chicago is a very popular place for them to try out a show. Our show did its out-of-town tryout in Paris, which was just like surreal. Paris already is just one of the most just beautiful romantic cities in the world, but we were there in November and December and into January, so we spent the holidays there. We spent Thanksgiving, which is our Thanksgiving, not for the Parisians, they don't celebrate it, but we spent Christmas there and New Year's, and like I said, Paris is already so incredible. But during the holidays, it's just so magical. So whenever I think of that show, I think of Christmas, and just like vice versa, and I would love to sing my big song from that. It's called Stairway to Paradise. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Stand aside, I'm on my way. I've got the blues, and up above it's so fair. Shoes, go on and carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. All you preachers who delight in panning the dancing teachers, let me tell you, there are a lot of features of the dance that carry you through the gates of heaven. It's madness to be always sitting around in sadness when you could be learning the steps of gladness. You'll be happy when you can do just 6 or 7. Begin today, you'll find it nice. The quickest way to paradise. When you practice, here's the thing to do. Simply say as you go, I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Stand aside, I'm on my way. I've got the blues, and up above it's so fair. Shoes, go on and carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. With a new step every day. Thank you. Thank you. Should we get back to the holidays?
Yeah, let's bring it back to Christmas. Oh, so this is like, I feel like we're like on late night. We got the crew, and there's nobody in the audience. Like, we know that you're wildly applauding at home. It's just like standing ovation. And we know you all dressed up in your tuxes, just like, to honor us. But yeah, but yeah, it's like watching late night TV and you hear the crew boom, yeah, and the nice joke again. But yeah, let's go back to Christmas, bring it back to the spirit.
They looked up and saw a star shining in the east beyond them far, and to the earth it gave a great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Noel, 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 Noel. Born is the King of
All right, let's bring back YoungMee for a duet.
Yes.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long reign the world in sin and error pining. Kyrie your feet and the soul Peter's word. A triumph the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Christ was
Led by the light of faith serenely beaming, with glowing hearts by his cradle we stand. So led by light of a star sweetly gleaming. Here came the wise men from Orient land. The King of Kings lay thus in lowly manger, in all our trials, born to be our friend. Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices. A night divine, oh night when Christ was born. Oh night, oh holy night, oh night divine. Fall on your knees and hear the angel voices. A night divine, oh night when Christ was born. Oh night Good songs. Not bad songs you chose.
I think they have staying power.
I know you're going to say a little something now, but we have one more song, and I just wanted to say a final thank you to you for having me. Really, it really feels like home. I love it here so much. I know it's different, it's in a new way, but I can't tell you out there what a thrill it is to perform with people. To perform with not only people, but live musicians who are so incredible at what they do. Really, this is an honor. It's been a very long time, and I didn't realize how much I missed it. So thank you for having me. Everyone at home, thank you for watching. And David.
I want to say to you that also it's a real honor for me to be able to perform with another human as well. Yeah. Max, it's a real pleasure having you. You're a treasure. You're a gift wherever you go, and to bring your spirit and your energy and your talent and your, oh my gosh, you're to die for. Really
Thank
appreciate you.
Well, we love what we do, and it's so nice to be able to do it again.
And all of you, Amy, Lisa, Katie, Paul, oh my gosh, Stuart.
It's the mask. Everyone's in masks. How do you expect?
My gosh, it's like the Lone Ranger. Tim. I told Tim the other day, when I have the drums behind me, you don't have to think anymore. It's just like God's like going in your ear. You know, you don't need any rhythm anymore. Yeah, it's such a pleasure, especially having Stuart here. That's the biggest honor, because Stuart's not only on double bass, but he's on electric bass. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got one last Christmas song for you, and yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the other holidays that Max brought us earlier.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Amen.